Hello, happy Memorial Day. I guess if you do have someone who's served in any military, really, U.S. military, any military around the world, thank you and respect to all those people, men and women who put themselves on the front line. So today I'm going to talk briefly about a topic that I want to continue to explore in the next video. And so I wrote this earlier this week, and it's about excuses. I was in my coaching call, and also it's something that I think I've been working on is not stating excuses. It's either I've done something or I haven't done something, and the excuses are kind of irrelevant. So I wrote down, I think it was on Tuesday, I wrote that excuses equal fear, and that the thing that I want to do is really make a list of all the excuses that sometimes I've made, or things I've said in the past or things I've said recently, and look at what does that excuse really mean? What am I really scared of? So I'll just give an example. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and I take on a lot, and then my excuse is I'm busy and I have a lot to do. But really where that roots from is a fear of not being of not being able to fulfill my words. So I want to be someone who definitely, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And so it really comes down to being disappointed in myself and then disappointing others. So that's my fear, is really just not being able to live up to my own expectations, and sometimes honestly others' expectations, such as parents and family, etc. And so that's something that I think is hard for people to grasp, because we always make excuses in terms of if someone asks us, why didn't you do something? Instead of just saying I didn't do it, we're always ready to give a reason, right? And sometimes they're valid, Sometimes you don't get things done because something came up with family, someone was sick, you were sick, there's a lot of things. And I think it's still valid to say those things. But I think with myself, I just want to consciously start thinking to myself, am I making an excuse, or am I trying to cover up why I didn't do something, instead of just saying, I was supposed to do this thing, I didn't do it, I will do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, or whatever. And so in the next video, I will also talk about it. And I just wanted to bring up an example. Like, I could have got on the video and gave an excuse about I didn't record the video yesterday, which was Sunday the 24th. I had it as a reminder, and then my excuse, which is still good reasoning, so I don't want it to seem like the excuse is bad, but I was at home, I was watching my 3 siblings. I underestimated the time that I could actually accomplish things while at home. And so those are my excuses, and even though they're valid, there's still reasons to why I didn't get it done. So I didn't get it done, and so I'm recording today, and so, that excuse is irrelevant now because I've done it. And so next time I just want to look at excuses a little bit more, and I'll be making a list of excuses I've said, maybe excuses that I've heard, and really look at what are some of those underlying fears about what those excuses really are. And so hopefully, if you're watching, you also do the same thing. Write down some of those excuses that you tell yourself, that you tell other people, and then next time we'll look a little bit at how that